You ever not feeling well, maybe suffering from allergies, and just want to do something silly and ridiculous in The Sims that requires very little effort? Yeah, that's pretty much where I'm at right now. And I figured, I'm doing this, I might as well share it with you. So, we're doing yet another random genetics challenge. This is actually one of my favorite ways to create Sims that will end up in my game. And, I never know which series that they'll actually end up in, but most of them end up appearing somewhere. So, for those who are new to it and have somehow missed this challenge, basically we create two Sims, a male and female Sim, and then they have a child. The parent Sims are completely randomized genetically. So every bit of them that we can customize, we randomize it 3 times, and then I do the same with their clothes just to make it extra fun and chaotic. And then we go ahead, make a child for them, and then I try to do my best to make that child look as conventionally attractive as possible. All right, let's just go ahead, jump right in. First thing I'm going to do is randomize the entire Sim 3 times. Ooh, you're pretty. Okay, then we're going to come on in here, right in on your face. I'm actually going to remove your hair just to make this easy. We're going to, actually I want to start with, I'm probably going to start with body first because that's when we can get the skin tone in here. So first of all, we're going to do body 3 times. And then, okay, you didn't change a whole lot. And then skin tone 3 times. Now, for the most part, I do not have custom content in the game other than, as you can see, some skin tones, custom eyes, and a replacement skin. So if you download the Sims from the gallery, I will post them. They might look just slightly different, but not usually too different. Okay, so we're going to randomize that, and then we're going to go in on individual face parts. So we're going to go to the eyebrows. Oh, those were something. And then we're going to go into the eyes. There we go. And then let's take a look at your ears. What do we have going on here? Okay, well, we have some special ears finding their way into this family. And let's see, your cheeks. And I'll move on to your lips. You actually have great lips to start with. Oh, that would, I think you just got them back, didn't you? Now take a look at your jaw and your chin. Okay, not too bad. I think we got everything we could there. Now, yeah, interesting. All right, well, we're going to go in here and get you a hair. I have no idea what you're going to end up with. Oh, you're trying to cover up the ears a little bit, but other than that, I think that was pretty successful. Now, do I want to do any skin details? I could probably toss in a few. This is my issue though, is it layers the skin details, and I really don't like that. So I think what I'm going to do is just anything that will layer additional things on top, such as makeup and skin details, I'm only going to do once. Oh, how unfortunate. That was not a lucky break for you, let me tell you. All right, we're going to go ahead and get your outfit in here. Okay, it's not the worst that could happen. Accessories are another one of those that will layer, so we're just going to do once. It's a choice. We could probably do that here with these. I think we'll do a necklace, which is apparently not going to show. There we go. Okay, thought it was going to show up for a minute there. Do we want glasses? I don't think so, but I do think I want to do some piercings on your ears. Oh, that's layering as well. It's fine. It's cool. You look awesome. You're quite lovely. All right, let's take a look at your other outfits. I think for formal, I generally prefer the full-length outfits. Wow, you went all out. It's not going to make a difference what your shoes are underneath there, but yeah. Okay, and you do the accessories come with the outfit? Wow, I never realized that. That's like a full look. Actually, it looks pretty good with your hair, to be honest. Now, I think you might want to put a little bit of makeup on for this outfit, and I think we're going to do just a general makeup look. So just one randomize. Okay, it's a choice. Okay, now we're going to take a look at it athletic. And, okay, that's pretty basic. This actually could kind of work, but we're going to change it anyway. Okay, well, it it could be worse. This is generally my take on a lot of things. It could be worse. It could be a lot worse. Okay, there are so many cute options, but I think to keep it entertaining, we're going to randomize individual tops. I don't think I would like to sleep in something like that. I would probably get things caught in places and it would be uncomfortable. Okay, so we're going to go with a holey shirt, underwear, and SpongeBob slippers. Sure, that's a choice. All right, I think party, we're going to go individual here. Okay, yeah, that's, I guess, depends on the kind of party you're going to, but that would kind of work. You know, it's not the worst outfit. The shoes could make or break this, but, you know, wow, it actually kind of is a coordinating outfit. Are we going to ruin it with makeup, though? That's what I want to know. Now, we're going to apparently take over our eyelashes with white eyelashes. It's actually a good look, you know? I could live with this. It's kind of cool and hip. Do people even use the word hip these days? I don't know. All right, looking at swimwear, I think I'm going to go full body on swimwear. We've done a lot of individual. We'll give her a little bit of a break here. Oh, okay, that's a choice. Just full cover up. Okay, that's good. You do what you do. Okay, that clashes like crazy. So we should be able to do better than this. I said should. I can't guarantee this. You know what? That actually... I mean, I'm not a fashionista or anything. This is probably an outfit I would put together. Maybe not with those shoes, but the shoes do kind of match. I mean, it's not a perfect match, but you could get away with it. I think we'll give you a little bit of an accessory just for fun. Some bare nails. Okay, we're going to try that again. Okay. Sure. Okay, and then we're going to go here with a top. Okay, not maybe what I would consider winter wear, but you know what? As long as you're comfortable. And we're going to go ahead and get you some shoes there. You know, your outfits are not the worst. I can't complain. I do think you might want some headwear, though. You know, being winter and all. At least the yellow kind of coordinates with the blue. I'm not sure that it really works with all the beige you've got going on, but, you know, again, it could have been worse. Even this is worse than... honestly, probably one of the better times I've had a sim, like, get through this. I don't know. And your name is Ada Safi, okay? And you are a plant lover, kleptomaniac, perfectionist, blank, and unflirty. What is that one? Interesting. I've never had that happen before. Okay, so if you're a kleptomaniac, plant lover, perfectionist, I feel a little deviance coming your way. Sticky fingers sounds fun. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and add a male sim. Okay, you're kind of a handsome dude, but we're going to randomize you 3 times. And get all started again. Okay. And then we're, like before, going to take your hair off. And then we're going to go mess with your body a bit because we're evil that way. Okay. 1, 2, and 3. And then your skin tones 1, 2, and 3. Huh. You're looking a little like you might need to seek medical attention, but it's okay. It's fine. 1, and 2, and 3. That did absolutely nothing that I noticed. Did anyone else notice anything? Because I didn't see a thing. Okay, we'll work our way on down the face. Okay, some choices. We're gonna have some fun genetics to work with. And the jaw and your chin. And since you started with facial hair, we are going to go ahead and customize your facial hair by randomizing once again. There you go. Okay. Well, that's a look. We got to do your ears. I can't forget your ears. All right. Well, this kid is almost certain to have pointy ears. That's pretty much a guarantee at this point. All right. So we're going to go ahead and randomize a hair for you. And okay, you wanted to stick with bald and monotone. That's cool. It's not like we get to pick our genetics, you know? All right, so let's go ahead and randomize your top. Okay, and your bottom. Mr. Fashion here. At least I can say I can usually put together a better outfit than this. It's a choice. It's definitely a choice. Maybe we can dress you up in a suit. Okay. You've got, like, a fashion sense. I'm not saying good fashion sense. You just have a fashion sense. This honestly feels like a good place to just leave things, but we're gonna still give him a shot here. Okay, you like bold colors, clearly. Bold choices in general, I would say. I think we're gonna give you some socks, you know? We don't want you working on... Oh my goodness. We don't want you working out without socks. Maybe we should have let you. Okay. So, do you see the shoes that he's choosing to wear to start things off? Yeah. I wouldn't want to sleep in those. I don't know about you, but that does not feel like a comfortable choice. Wow. This guy has got some problems in the fashion department. It looks like he walks in to the closet, grabs whatever is within reach, and goes, yeah, that'll work. We're really going for a very beige, monotone, slight green tinge kind of thing here, aren't we? Scary. Okay, let's go ahead and randomize your bottoms. I think I'm gonna skip the shoes. I don't like my Sims wearing shoes in the pool. So I tend to take... You really want these shoes, don't you? You're really pushing it. We're gonna see what we can come up with, though, that perhaps will save you from yourself. All right, let's go ahead and... That was... Okay. It's coordinated, you know, and these would be nice for hiking. These are... I have a similar pair for hiking, and in the summer it's so much nicer having lighter weight shoes for some of the hiking, you know, so I can appreciate it. It's cool. You're just a hiker. That's what we're gonna go with. All right, so hey, this is the best right now. This is the best outfit that you've had the entire time. So let's... Okay, we're maintaining some semblance of sanity here. I mean, the shoes, maybe not what I would have personally chosen. Maybe we can just throw some headwear on here. Keep your head warm in the winter. Yeah. Okay. Well, what is your name, sir? You are Jeremy Chegatok. Okay. Jeremy, dog lover. Yeah, you also like to swipe things. Heart on your sleeve, socially awkward. You are a very complex individual, aren't you? All right, kleptomaniac, socially awkward. So I'm thinking a popularity thing probably wouldn't really fit you, you know? Let's see, maybe you aspire to own a mansion someday. You know, it's a childish dream for a kleptomaniac, you know? Yeah, we're gonna go with it. So now is the fun part. Well, okay, it is pretty fun seeing what happens, but we're going to go ahead and make these two a child. I'm going to turn you around first, and then we're going to come back here, get your parent, and we're going to randomize 3 times, and then we'll spin them around and see what they look like. Okay, we're feeling a solid thing here. You've got your dad's skin tone. You do have slightly pointy ears, but nothing over the top. I feel like both of your parents had more. You might grow into them a bit more as you get older. And we're going to see that in just a moment as we make you a teen. Okay. You know what? You kind of got your mom's body shape, your dad's skin tone, and both of their ears, to be honest. Okay, and you are, oh, that was a good name, Lila. All right, Lila, let's see what you are going to look like. Oh, you got your dad's eyes too. All right, I do want to keep the hair color. I prefer to keep the hair color. I don't want to fully cover the ears. I feel like something like this would be really cute, but it still kind of covers your ears a little bit, and I'd like to show them off. I feel like you're kind of unique, and so I want to see that in your choices of hairstyles and such. Actually, that's pretty cute. It kind of shows off the ears. We could do something like that. Oh, there's a lot of cute choices. We could have a little fun there, but that clips your ears, and that just looks uncomfortable. That hair suits you so much, but I don't love that it covers your ears. You know, I do say that my goal is to try to make them look as conventionally attractive as possible, and some people might, I personally think pointy ears are adorable, but, you know, I'm just thinking maybe we go that, I think it just fits her face so well. That's the thing that's getting me. Like, it just really suits the shape of your face. It felt like it belongs. Now, what colors are going to be best for this kind of skin tone? Because things like the yellow really feel like they don't go that well. I'm thinking with that kind of greenish orange overall look, maybe some blue. The brown kind of just leans into that a little bit more. White is actually kind of really suiting you. It's bringing out the, I do love some of these event things too. That's cute. One of my favorite event outfits that we got, by the way. Love it. This is a classic. We haven't used this in forever, but it's still a really good shirt. I want to maybe get your traits, and I will randomize those. Okay, a glutton, loves the outdoors, gloomy, child of the islands. Okay, so you really like being outside, but you're not happy about it. Okay, so we probably, child of the islands, we might want to go with a more island vibe, obviously. Oh, I kind of actually like that, even with the pants, to be honest. Like, you could cover up with that, and then I think maybe a sandal, because you're going to be more of an island kid. But I want it to be in a blue. Might not be the right blue. Maybe more like this, which yeah, that comes in a blue. Yeah, I don't know. What do you think? I kind of like it. I do think we need to give you a little makeup. And I'm going to just go a little custom content here. This is lips number 44 by Mercy. You can find it on the Sims resource. I will remove all CC and still keep these lips because I just love the way they look. And I think that that is a good touch there. I do think you deserve some freckles. And I think I'm going to give just a little, maybe like that, or I like that one a little bit better, I think. Yeah, I like that one. Okay, so some subtle freckles across your cute little nose. All right. Yeah, I like that outfit. It feels kind of vibey, doesn't it? You know, a little, maybe you're not going to agree. Okay, now I want something still feeling island, but a little more dressed up. And I kind of like the pedally look of this. I just don't know if I like that color. I do like that. That has the extra color there, but I don't know that it suits her skin tone. This kind of might. I'm kind of liking that. I don't know. I have no idea what shoes are going to go underneath here because it ultimately does not matter. You can't really see them anyway. I think I would probably make them white myself, but because of the white on here, I do think we need like a little bit of a bracelet on you. Let's see. Something, I think on this side, because there's more detail on this side of the dress. Would that be a little too much? Probably. It's cute, but I think it'd be too much with this outfit. Maybe something... I wish she had better colors for this. That would... We could go this because there is like the pink band there. Although I think that might be too chunky for this. Maybe we go like that. Decisions. Maybe a slight... Yeah, because it kind of accents that color a little bit. Yeah, something more subtle I think is working better here. The skin tone is probably the thing most throwing me off here. I really like that top on you. I didn't even know we had this top. Like, where did this come from? In fact, when I... Is it this one? It is this one. What is it, like a design that isn't even here? Do we unlock extra designs somehow? It must be something... That's weird. I'd never seen that design before. And now it's not showing up here either. Huh. I kind of like the top, but I don't know that it fits the whole island vibe we're going for. So I think I'm going to do something a little bit more like that. There are a lot of cute choices, though. We could even go pretty minimal because of the fact you'd be on the island, you know. Actually, I kind of like the white. Although that might not be very supportive during workout. Although, I don't know. It's The Sims. We don't have to worry about that, right? Okay, no, that's not workout gear. Maybe something like that. I kind of like the flowiness of it. Does that? No. I wish it was kind of more like the band color there. And we could have used that, but no, I kind of like this, and we'll go with the white shoes, and we'll get you a pair of socks in here. Just simple socks. It's a very white look. Why am I not surprised there's SpongeBob involved here? Should not be at all surprised. I absolutely adore these pajamas. I just don't know that any of these colors are going to particularly suit you. And I don't want to keep going to white. White is predictable and easy. I do like doing something like this as like a little... It's white again, but it has blue. So then we can give you some blue bottoms. I really keep feeling like blue is your color. Let's see. Do we want something really baggy? No. That doesn't really suit the anything. Let's see. These blue... I feel like I can't find something that's really working well with the colors here. I mean, we've got black. That's pretty basic, but it does work. Maybe the blue slippers? Ah. Yeah, I could live with that. Okay, party outfit. Oh, that's a good start. That's actually really cute on you. But we could do it in the blue. And then I like the idea of a skirt. A form-fitted skirt is nice, but maybe something a little... Well, this is from the... Sometimes finding the colors that go together. It's a little difficult, so if I'm looking at the pack that it comes from, but that's not an exact... Maybe we do the white. It's kind of a nautical look, but it's cute, in my opinion. I am certain somebody's going to disagree. This feels like a loafer kind of thing. Something like this, but they're not the right shade. So that would not work for me. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure I'm finding the right color. That might work. I wish we had little, very short... I mean, we have these. That's not quite right. I think I'd rather her go without socks. I would want almost like the no-show socks. And most of these are just too tall, in my opinion, for that. Okay. I feel like I also want you to have some fingernails going on here. Oh, those are kind of fun. Yeah, like a little kind of nod to clearly alien origins or something with her general overall look, you know? All right. The easy route would be individual pieces. I mean, the easy route here on swimwear would be just taking like the whole one-piece outfit, but that wouldn't be very fun, would it? And she has the whole child of the islands thing, so I think we definitely want to try to play that up a little bit. I feel like you would do something like this, but it's not the right blues. This is always the hardest part for someone that likes things to kind of match. Yeah, sometimes it's hard to find the right shades of things. Might be wise to go something like that. I think that those are even from two entirely different packs. Like, that's base game, and this is from backyard stuff, maybe. But I like, because the blues, we do have some similar blues in there. And again, I don't like people wearing shoes on their swimwear. Now, I do think there are a few accessories, so we can make it, you know, like we could do the shark. Yeah, that kind of interferes. That one, it feels like it sits a little weird. We could do this because of the whole island thing, but I don't know that I like how that looks with it. Yeah, maybe we'll just skip that because I'm feeling like nothing's really fitting what I'm looking for. Now, for hot weather, you're going full basketball star here, but I think we're going to mix things up. Maybe we'll do, I feel like that's a little too cutesy. When we look at your other styles, we've kind of got like a bit, like you slightly push fashion a little bit, I guess. At least my kind of fashion. Something like this is really fun. I like never use these, so it'd be fun to kind of play off of this. Maybe, do we have something? Yeah, that feels too busy. I need something a little more muted on top. But I think, do I want to just go? Oh, that matches her hair. It's a little disturbing. I kind of like that. I wish I had something more in the yellow, but I think the yellow with her skin is just not going to work. It feels a little wrong. I do really love these sandals, and I think maybe in the white again to kind of play off of her top. And then I think some cute fingernails here. Let's see. We do have something like that. That is not what I expected it to look like. We've got the green. We could do pretty basic. I think, something more like a pale blue or white, maybe? I'm not thinking I'm liking that, to be honest. I think we'll just keep it natural. All right, and wow. Okay, for the tops. Now, I see where you're going with this. It could look nice. You kind of, being a child of the islands, you probably will not spend a lot of time in super hot locations, so we don't need a full-on jacket. But I'm not sure that this is quite what I was thinking. I mean, we could have a little fun and do something a little cropped. We could do a simple sweater, or an even lighter sweater, although that feels heavy for the island. You know, like, this maybe is more what I was thinking. It still feels a little heavy, you know, but it's less layering. It looks like you could be wearing a tank top underneath there. And then we definitely need to get rid of these boots. And then, do we want... No, not that. Not that at all. I feel like jeans are in order here. You know, we've got jeans here, so it's not like you're opposed to jeans. I'm not sure what style of jean would work best. These are my personal favorites. I'm just not sure it's maybe that color is. I was feeling like it wasn't really working with the color of the shirt. It feels like it blends just a little too much. Let's see. We could go with these classics. Or these have a little... Well, I almost want something a little bit more like these, where we have... Maybe if we take off the cold weather tag and we go to jeans. Something with, you know, holes in them, but not that excessive. I also always like these jeans. I don't know what it is about these jeans, but they often don't seem to work with things I'm looking at. This, yeah. I don't have the hate for these jeans that a lot of people do, but I do think there's a time and a place for them. Maybe we just do a simple jean like that. And then this might be the time you whip out some boots. But not too extreme of boots. Just something to keep the feet a little bit warmer. I'm thinking something like that or this. With how slimlined the pants are and her legs in general, I feel like we need something that's not over the top heavy. I think I could live with that. I'm not sure that this is one of my better collections of makeovers. I think, you know, the challenge is there, and I always, that's something I actually like about this particular series. That really brings out your ears. I think we're gonna have to skip the hat because it's doing some things to the yeah, and I feel like earmuffs don't make sense where you would be living. Yeah, the hat's crushing the hair in a way that's a little weird. But yeah, I think it's her skin tone throwing me off. It's making it a little harder for me to find her exact look. I'm not even sure that I really am sold on this because I feel like she should have something darker. Maybe like that. And then like simple and dark. And maybe just black shoes. But like, yeah, basic black shoes. The accessories, I think we're going to skip that and we're going to go up to here and give her just a nice necklace. Maybe something simple like that, but I think the white on your skin, the silver, looks better. Although maybe we should do some black instead to coordinate with the shoes. I'm not sure on that. Actually, I kind of like that. It kind of draws it all together. Otherwise, it felt all a little disconnected. All right. Okay, so yeah, I think that's the final look. I do want to give her eyelashes. I'm just going to say outright that these are custom content eyelashes. The primary ones I use are by Northern Siberia Winds, and you can change between ones that work with glasses or with hats, and I always end up going with them. They're just, I don't know, they're so perfect. There are other options out there, but those are the ones I use the most. Highly recommend them. So yeah, that is Lila. I'm pretty happy. I feel like we did give a pretty solid like island vibe. I guess maybe here a little less so. Maybe something lighter would have been more appropriate because of the whole island thing. We could always maybe switch over to something like that feels a little cooler, and you probably would not be wearing slippers because it's warm in the islands. This feels probably like my favorite outfit from the whole set. It's probably the kind of thing I would wear if I were putting together any of these outfits. It would be one I would lean toward. Overall, this one's cute though too. Yeah, I think it's not bad. I mean, we started with Ada, and we added Jeremy, who was a very interesting addition here. And I think they actually had quite the cute little daughter. What do you think? Let me know in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching. Paw the like button, subscribe to stick around, and join the Catnip Club if you'd like some extra perks while supporting the channel. Have a cozy day, and I'll save you a spot for our next adventure.